everyone, Yumichan here with another video, and today's video is going to be another craft. Now it's going to be a little different than last week's craft, which was painting a trinket box. This week we are doing a little board where we're going to be gluing some pictures on it. Now keep in mind that these pictures were taken off of Google. I do not own any of these pictures. They belong to the rightful owner. All I'm doing in this video is a self-care board to remind myself what kind of self-care that I'm looking for and looking to achieve. Now the next thing that I will also be doing is called, let's see if I can't find it. The other one I will also be doing is a spiritual vision board, and yeah, we'll be doing those two in this video. I've already got the stuff ready for the self-care board. Now, this is just to remind me what I want to achieve with my self-care. Now, I've got quite a few things that I want to achieve. The first one being wellness. Wellness is very important to me. I struggled with depression, anxiety, and stress all my life, and struggled with my body weight. Although I'm very confident in myself, I know that I can be a healthier me, and that is for myself only. The other thing for self-care is to be more engaging with nature. Now, I came back home for that exact reason. I was living in the city for about 4 years total, and I had the urge that I needed to come back home, and that is because home is surrounded with nature. Now this summer and the next few years that I will be here in my hometown, I am going to engage in nature a lot more and do a lot more hiking for myself, as well as meditation in the nature. That is one of my goals. That is why this is here. That is to remind me of that. The other one is to remind myself that self-care isn't selfish. Now, it's because every time I take a moment to myself, I feel like I'm being selfish and that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. This is just to remind me that it isn't selfish and that I can do these things. Next thing is mindfulness. Just be mindful of the things around me and just be mindful of my own emotions and well-being. So that's what that is. And I believe this one is, yeah. The other one is knitting. Now, I used to do knitting, and it used to take me out of and put me in a different mood. And I haven't done it in a very, very long time. Cat, the printer is not going to eat you. Do you mind stopping to stare at it? Thank you. It is something that puts me in a good mood, and I haven't done it in a very long time. So that's why knitting is here. This is something that I want to do for myself. Meditation is the next one. Meditation is in my morning routine, as well as reading and journaling. However, I haven't done it in almost 10 days. Today was the first time. But meditation is one of the biggest things that I want to incorporate in my self-care. Music is the next one. I was reading in that same book, The Witch's Book of Self-Care, that learning an instrument / playing music or listening to music is a great way for self-care because music puts you in a good mood. So I bought myself a ukulele. So I guess that is a step towards my self-care. However, I need to get into learning to play the instrument. Next one is exercise. I used to do exercise every second day, and I haven't done it in a very long time, so exercise is just putting me in a better mood. So, yeah, and as I've said earlier, reading more books. I haven't read in ages. Reading is one of my favorite things to do. It puts me in a whole different place, and I just love it so much. And final, but not the least, is painting. When I say painting, I don't mean the stuff that I do for YouTube and that I do for my business and that I'm selling. I'm talking about vent pieces. And vent pieces get the emotions that I'm feeling on the inside out. Even if it's just a happy vent piece, it helps me so much and stay on track with my art that I produce for my business that I really, really need to incorporate this again. It's one of the biggest things that I haven't done in a very long time, and I really need to get back on track with you. So these are all the pictures we're going to be putting on this vision board. We're going to decorate it. I got some washi tape over here. I got some glue. And we'll jump right into it. Hello everyone, Yumichan here with another video. As you all know, this video is me creating a self-care vision board. This idea came about from me reading a book called The Witch's Book of Self-Care, Magical Ways to Pamper, Soothe, and Care for Your Body and Spirit by Erin Murphy Hitchcock. It's a book that I picked out at my local Divine Crystal Healing shop here in my hometown. I don't know why it called out to me, but it did, so I picked it up, I read it all, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. There's a lot that I learned in there, and just a couple of days ago I was like, I remember this activity, maybe it'll get me back on my self-care routine and just put me in a better place all together, and that was the self-care vision board. Now, as explained at the beginning of the video, you guys know the reason behind each image. Each image is supposed to represent something that is going to help you in your self-care routine that you should be doing on a daily basis, if not on a weekly basis. I've done a video in the past about taking care of yourself and making sure you take the time for self-care. In the speed paint video, I think maybe 2 years ago, and I'm gonna revisit the subject again this year. Self-care is very important. Your brain is very important. If your brain is not functioning to its fullest capabilities, then your body cannot do the same either. And that's why a lot of people, myself included, always say to take care of your brain, because your body will suffer as well. And obviously take care of your body as you only have one. So people take many different ways of self-care, and the way that I do it to start off my day is by jumping straight into meditation as soon as I wake up. I do not go on my social medias, I do not check my phone, I do not check my text messages. The first thing that I do is meditate, and I will usually meditate with a crystal in my hand. That's just what I personally do, and I ground and center myself to put myself also in the better place. That is the way that I do it. After my meditation, I move to the living room where I do some journaling, which helps me get out the good things that I did either the day before, or things that I'm proud of, or just generally talk about what I'm feeling. So I do this, and then I have also a book that helps realize the positivity that I have and how to achieve that positivity. I also write in that one. The next thing that I do after I wake up, and while I'm doing this journaling session, I also have some relaxing music in the background to help me stay in a relaxed state. After the journaling, I move on to reading, and I usually do about 15 minutes of reading in the morning, every morning. And the reason that I do this is because I never had the time to read anymore. I have so many books, so many mangas, so many comic books that I just generally want to read, and I tell myself I just don't have time, and I never ever did it. So now I take the time to do this for myself. So that is part of my self-care vision board here, which was read more books, which also helped with my mindfulness and my wellness, and my meditation was also there. The next thing that is what I do in the morning, and then I get into getting ready for work. Well, at nighttime, I leave about an hour to an hour and a half before I go to bed to relax. Because the first thing that I do normally when I get home is de-stress, and then work some more on my art business as I would normally when I come home from my morning shift. So the first thing that I do for my relaxation is decide what I'm going to do in that hour, hour and a half. Now, this could be anything. It could be reading some more. It could be watching an anime. It could be playing a video game. It could be anything that gives me a moment to myself that I used to do that I stopped doing because I kept telling myself I don't have the time for it. I made time for these. My mental health has been in a better place because of me doing these little things. The next thing I'm gonna be doing is some event art and just some personal art, so that I can get some personal time for myself. So that's what this vision board was to do a personal craft for myself. And as mentioned, there's gonna be a second part to this video, and it's going to be the spiritual vision board, which I'm also gonna probably do in a similar fashion to this. And yeah, please take care of yourself. You are worth it. You are needed in this world. You are part of this world. And I want to see you guys thriving. So that's really all for today. Yumichan, over and out. Okay, so I was going to do part 2, but I didn't think this one was going to take as long as it did. Part 2 for the spiritual board, like in the same video. But I don't have as much time as I thought I was going to have. I didn't think this one was going to take so long to decorate. So this is the final product. And I'm quite happy with it. And with the spaces that I colored in, if I wanted to add more things that reflect to my self-care journey, or that I need to improve for myself for self-care, I can add it in. So a spiritual board is going to be in a separate video. The reason for this is, one, I'm running out of time to record that video because I'm going to go to bed at 6:30 to get up for work tomorrow, and 2, yeah, that's basically it. I just gotta get up early. I still have to edit this video, which I'm probably gonna do tomorrow when I get back from work. And I gotta do my comic for tomorrow as well, to make sure that that is ready to be posted when I come home. So, I hope you guys can forgive me for this. However, in the next Friday video, you guys are gonna be able to see the spiritual board. So, that's it for today. Yumichan, over and out. Hey everyone, thanks for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. You are listening to a pre-recorded outro. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button, as well as the bell to be notified. And if you haven't already, make sure you head on over to my Ko-fi, where you can buy me a coffee. Still working on those rewards for you guys. Don't worry, it's still in the works. It's just trying to figure out what would be best to offer to everyone that supports me. If you haven't already, make sure you head on over to my Twitch channel, where I live stream every Saturday. Now, I'm not going to make a promise, but I am trying to get back on track on it. I know I've said this before. Just things happen on Saturdays where I cannot stream, but I'm going to try to stream either the Saturday or the Sunday from now on. And if you would like to own your own piece of art from me, either a custom print or a commission of your own character or favorite character, you can always email me at YumichanStudios@hotmail.com, where I would be more than happy to work with you. That's it for today. Yumichan here. Over and out.